All right, guys, so if you haven't figured this out about me, I cannot just leave a reading without getting clarification on things when it's that puzzling. So if you look at the daily work, the Holy Spirit told me to pull this deck, right? This deck is the Archetypes by the Wild Unknown Archetypes is by Kim Krans. I love her. Any of her decks I think I have them all. I love her. Anyways, but I usually don't use them for something like a daily spiritual work because they're really, really like deep, and the message is never what's on the surface. Like, you can't just look at it and, I mean, it's deep and it requires like serious digging. I actually use that deck on myself when I do like my daily readings and things like that because it's so deep. And when people ask me to do readings on them, I'm like, how serious do you want to be? Like, that's how serious it is. Okay. So anyways, this situation must be very serious because I just took 3 minutes to explain to you guys why that deck was chosen. But anyways, which it wasn't chosen by me. The Holy Spirit chose that deck. So anyways, there's a message in here. So when I pulled the cards, I was like, oh, okay, this makes perfect sense. If you watch the daily spiritual work, I mentioned that before I actually drew that card, I saw this bright like ray of sunlight, and I was like, oh, sunlight. And then I heard a fork in the road, and I was like, okay, so what I'm picking up on and what I feel is being downloaded to me is that the Holy Spirit is saying that there's something that there's something exciting coming down that's going to cause a fork in the road for you. So that means that you're going to have to make a decision. That's what the fork in the road does, right? It says either go left or right. You have to make a decision at that point. But I think it has something to do, not I think, but I know, based on what this reading is showing me, I know that this has something to do with a situation that has been like weighing you down. Okay, you have been weighed down by this situation. I believe that you've been asking and praying for God to take control of the situation because maybe you feel like you don't have the right answer. With the Seven of Swords, Justice, and the Ten of Wands, that's given me energy of like, I'm exhausted. I just want what's best for me, and I don't really know what to do, like feeling like your hands are tied. Whatever the situation is in the past, there's been some sneaky behaviors, lies, manipulation. Someone has deceived you in the past in this situation. And it's kind of like you're just asking God to give you justice. Like, please, God, just give me what's like rightly due to me for putting up with all this crap that I've gone through. And the fork in the road is coming, and there's sun. The amazing thing is that the sunlight came out before the fork in the road. So there's joy present before the decision is made. So that is giving me the indication that something is happening to present you with the fork in the road. Don't know what this is. Take it as it resonates. But it's something that is a gift. If you notice this king on the card here, there's like a golden pearl that's being offered, but also this is like a stamp of approval. So this is God putting his stamp of approval on this offer that's coming your way. And the offer, the interesting thing is, look at the sun rays here, right? This is so bright and vibrant. It's energetic. It's excitement, right? It doesn't feel negative. It feels like it's something that's very positive, and it's going to provide you with justice for all of the chaos and disrespect that you've dealt with in the past. That's what I'm hearing, is disrespect. Crows could be significant to you in this moment. There's, for some reason, I keep seeing like 3 crows. So 3 crows, I've seen them in this reading, I've seen them in another reading. I actually saw them outside a day or 2 ago. But 3 crows may be significant. That could be a signifier or some type of just a sign for you that this message is for you if you see crows when you get outside or whatever. But basically, like the stabbing you in the back and the deception is going to be a thing of the past. It's not going to move into the future with you. And it's because you have dropped the bags. You've decided to release the bags. what I'm picking up on with this 10 of Wands energy is that you've decided to release the pain of the bags. Instead of carrying them, you've decided to just drop them. You're like, you know what? I just can't even carry this pain anymore. I have to just get rid of this. And there's a freedom that you found in doing so. And that's also why you're being offered this gift, is because you've been putting in the work. You've also been manifesting and praying and waiting for this to happen. There's the 3 of Wands here, right? And then look, the 2 of Wands, that's that decision, that fork in the road. And then I'm sorry, I don't have a choice but to pull this out, because look at this, is the 7 of Wands. You've been focused on yourself, focused on meditating and building yourself up. You're also focused on standing up for and defending what you feel is right for yourself. This is interesting too, because the storyline has been consistent for the collective for the last few weeks, where there's an energy of like, the more you stand up for, I just did a reading the other day. I don't know, did I post? I think I posted it today, or I don't know, whatever. There's a reading maybe a few days ago, I posted it. Anyhow, it has something to do with like the more you stand up for yourself, like the more the world around you is changing, or something like that. And this is in alignment with that. As you continue to stand up and defend yourself and say, I'm not going to accept anyone mistreating me, I'm also not going to accept anything that I accepted in the past, right? I'm no longer codependent, or at least if I am, I'm aware of it, so I'm able to catch myself. I'm no longer gullible or naive to the point to where I just accept everything that someone says to me without balancing it out, asking myself, is this true? And validating it within my own self, right? There's this standing up for, guarding and protecting your inner peace as well, as what I'm picking up on. But there's the decision in the road, especially with the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is a fork in the road for me, because it's like you have a choice. Which choice do you want to make, right? Do you want to look back, or do you want to look forward? And the 3 of Wands is all about manifesting. It's about anticipating. It's about expecting. And that's where that faith comes into play. So you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing if you're in this energy. You're anticipating what's to come. You're excited about that sun. It's like you can see the sun already heading in your direction. You're releasing the things of the past, the injustices of the past, the deception of the past, the stabbing you in the back, those things, the things that were of, I want to say, like a lower vibe than what you're on, right? That's the best way that I could put it right now. But you're releasing those things, and it's because what you're doing is you're inadvertently, without even realizing it, you're calling in everything that your little heart's desiring. So this is awesome energy. Also too, guys, I'm just picking up that like this fire has been lit, right? So it's like something has inspired you. What I'm feeling is like this is something spiritual. So it could be dreams, it could be visions, it could be just an inner knowing and an inner feeling. Like I'm picking up on like a high priestess energy, where you just know that something is coming. It's almost like you can feel it and you can smell it, right? Like when you're at the ocean, you know you're at the ocean. You can feel those waves heading in your direction. There's such a power to them and a strength. And that's what I'm feeling with this energy, with this sun energy. We are in Leo season, but this is making me feel like, oh, so maybe this is going to happen in Leo season. I don't know. That's interesting, because the sun, I keep being shown like these bright lights. It's almost like there's like a darkness, like you've been sitting in the dark, and then all of a sudden like somebody opens the blinds and you're like, woo, bright out there, right? So that's what's coming in your direction. All right, could have something to do with love here, because this is at the bottom of the deck. And then look at this. I just can't help it, guys. I just can't help it. Look at this. The 2 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the 6 of Wands. This goes in alignment with what we were just talking about a moment ago with standing up for, defending yourself. It's like it's time for you to be seen. You are the fire. You are the excitement. Wow. And your confidence in yourself and your trust and your faith in God is bringing in amazing things. Yeah, there's been a change in your perspective. You're releasing that 8 of Swords energy that's been holding you back. It's like you're ready for the new. You're excited about the new, and that's what's coming. This is awesome. All right, I hope this helps and resonates, and have an amazing night. God bless you. I can't wait for that sun to come out. This is beautiful, guys. Have a good night. Bye.